this video tutorial, we're going to be installing Vue DevTools. Now, in case you're wondering what Vue DevTools is, when we're working on web development, oftentimes we'll jump down here into the console. We have our elements, console, sources, network. As you're developing a tool, you want to see the errors, you want to see what's popping up. A lot of times you'll jump in here and you'll see JavaScript errors. You'll come over to the network tab and you'll be able to see what loaded, what didn't load, what took long to load. But when you're working on a Vue application, there's a lot of things that happen that would be really nice to see as they're happening. Vue has a tool for that, and it's called Vue DevTools. It will show up right down here in my list of options. You can see I don't have it installed yet. So let's go ahead and get that installed. I'm using Google Chrome, so let's expand a new tab and we'll go to Vue.js.org. I'm going to click on Learn and then Guide. And the guide is on version 2.x. There is a new version out, but we're going to stick with 2.x. We'll go to Installation and then DevTools. And if we come over here, when using Vue, we recommend also installing the Vue DevTools in your browser, allowing you to inspect and debug your Vue applications in a more user-friendly interface. So let's go ahead and click on Vue DevTools, and it brings us over here to the Vue GitHub page. And we'll scroll down and installation. Let's get the Chrome extension because I'm using Google Chrome. So I'll click on this and I'm going to say add to Chrome, add extension. If you want to use, if you have a Google Chrome login, you can use turn on sync. So every time you log into a Chrome browser with your user account, it'll automatically sync all of your extensions. I'm not going to use that, so I'm just going to click the X right now. And I've successfully installed Vue.js DevTools. So let's give it a whirl. Let's check it out. I'm going to go back over to my blog. I'm going to bring up my developer tools. I don't see it here right now, so let me refresh. And after the refresh, you can see I have this Vue tab. I'm going to click on it. And here we go. As I expand the tree, you can see all of my components. We have the root. We have our app.vue, and then we have our component hello world. It allows us to check out the props. The more you use Vue, you'll see props, you'll see computed properties. This gives you a whole lot of information. We're not going to jump into Vuex, but Vuex is an add-on to Vue that does state. It'll allow you to track the state of your application. We're not using it, so it doesn't show up here. You can actually follow your events in Vue. Sometimes you want to see what order things are happening in. So if you had multiple things on your page and you wanted to see what went first or what order things happened, you could come over here to the events. Maybe you just want to make sure that the events are actually triggered. So you could use this. Then you have routing. You could check out router history and different routes. Performance will show you the performance of your Vue application, and then you have a bunch of settings down here. Settings are more of a preference. I'm not going to dive into this. I don't really use the settings all that much. I kind of just leave it as the default. Sometimes if I'm working on something, I'll come in here to toggle something on or off. But for the most part, I kind of just leave it on the default. So we've successfully installed our Vue.js DevTools. We can see that it's working. After installing it on Chrome, we refresh the page, and we're ready to start developing in Vue. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe and the little bell icon so you get notifications on future videos, and I'll see you in the next one.